Hey guys, it's Dr. Dtizler here again with Dr. Jack. We're here in the ICU to talk about something a little bit more serious today, and that's heat stroke. So we did a video before on how to prevent heat stroke, but today's video is going to be a little bit on the things that are up here on the board. So signs of heat stroke, how you can respond to it at home, and then what complications we're worried about with heat stroke. So when we see heat stroke, it's in dogs typically when their temperature is greater than 106 degrees. So hyperthermia is any temperature over 103, but when it goes greater than 106, we start worrying about heat stroke. And the dogs that we're most worried about heat stroke are those outside, of course, in a hot, humid day, but those who have the little squish face or the brachycephalic dogs like pugs and bulldogs, or older dogs, or dogs who have very thick double-layered coats. So those are all risk factors. As far as signs of heat stroke, so things to look for is very rapid, fast panting. They can't control their breathing well. Signs of stumbling, falling around, collapse, or possibly that they have bloody diarrhea or their heart rate's really, really fast. So if you see those signs or you're worried about heat stroke, you can take your dog's temperature or you can start acting on the things we're going to talk about next, which is your at-home response. So things you can do at home is to offer your dog some cool water, so not cold water, but cool water for them to drink. Don't force them to drink, and start cooling your dog down. How you can do this is by putting them with some cold water, placing cold water on top of them, or cool wet towels. Something you want to avoid though is ice water or things that are icy cold or too cold. Ice can actually cause their vessels to constrict down and prevent heat from dissipating out of the body. So it can actually make the heat stroke a lot worse and slow things down. So try to cool your pet. The next thing you can do is get your pet here to see a veterinarian. Even if you think you have things under control, we really need to make sure that their temperature is coming down fast enough, but not too fast and at a safe rate. So what we're going to do is bring them back here to the ICU. We do a physical examination, and if they're in a crisis situation, we might put some oxygen on them or even do some IV fluids for them to try to lower their temperature. The big things that we're worried about with heat stroke though are things like bloody diarrhea, blood clotting problems, tachycardia that can lead to heart arrhythmias, organ failure, and then the big one, swelling around the brain. Unfortunately, heat stroke is something that is 100% preventable, and we see it way too often in veterinary medicine, and unfortunately it's fatal in a lot of cases. So if you ever have any concerns that your dog has heat stroke or have any questions, please do not hesitate to reach out to us and bring them on in. If you have any other questions, as always, post them for me and Jack and we'll be happy to answer them. Thanks!